Catch 'em in the pasture, run 'em in the pen, work 'em on the Sundays, do it all again. Race 'em in the sand, buck 'em in the mud, drip a cowboy's sweat, bleed a cowboy's blood.
I'm Zeke Thurston, 2016 World Champion Saddlebrock Rider, and you're watching the Peppered Stewart Show.
I guess that's what you're doing. That is what you're doing today. That's what's happening. So we got stuff happening today. We're going to talk about a few things that we've got for you. We've got a couple of happenings, things that's happening around the state. We got some shows that are coming out you're going to want to know about. Angus TV, our folks over at Angus TV sent us another informative little short for you, so we'll get into that. NFR starting soon. We might talk about that in a minute. Some other stuff not happening at the NFR in Vegas. A lot of stuff's moving around, so we'll touch on that just a little bit. Tiona Campbell, you seen her on here a couple of weeks ago. She's got a new music video out, so we're going to debut that for her today. The premier women's rodeo kicked off, so we're going to talk about that just a little bit, and then we're going to visit with Linsay Sumpter to find out the ins and outs of that. If you watch movies on digital, if you're one of those digital movie watchers that likes to watch movies digitally on a digital movie, would you like to watch a digital movie? Maybe watch Roofman? You want to watch that? Roofman, a heartfelt caper with a twist of romance. Roofman, starring Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst, is now available on digital.
Kirsten Dunst, huh?
There it is.
You should have just dropped it at who's the guy that was in it?
Jeff?
No, the stripper
Jeff.
dude. Yeah, Jeff. Hi. I'm Jeff.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. There we go.
I just said Channing Tatum.
He was a stripper from Florida, correct?
I think so.
Yes, yeah.
He was Michael, but he was also Magic. Not Johnson though. So what?
That's a whole other joke.
That's a whole nother. Where's Tex at? Where's Tex?
Yep.
So what's been happening in the world of bronc riding?
Not a lot. It's been pretty nice. We finished off the 2025 season. We're fixing to be right dead center in the middle of the 26 season. We got a big New Year's bronc riding coming up. It's kind of scary to say that we're fixing to hit New Year's, but yeah, we're 31 days away from the New Year's. We'll be in Watford City, North Dakota. Got 20 of the best girls from the United States and Canada, 10 and 10. So it's going to be pretty interesting. A lot of money up for grabs. I think about $7,500 up for grabs.
Well, for grabs. And for people that want to know about the Women's Ranch Bronc Ride, where do they look that up? Where can they find it? Where's the Google go to?
Women's Ranch Bronc Championships. And that's actually pretty funny because you just Google women's bronc riding, and then I pop up. Don't ask me why, but Google, it's a funny thing, to trust me. Yes, I do. It's my smiley face and everything. Yeah, Women's Ranch Bronc Championships. You pull it up, you'll be surprised. Our schools, you can go to the website, Women's Ranch Bronc Championships. Has a breakdown, all the rodeos we have coming up from Amarillo to Calgary, Cheyenne Frontier Days, Steamboat, Colorado, Deadwood, South Dakota. They're all up there, plus all our schools. We had a school in Florida this year, which is going to be really fun, and then a school up in the Dakotas. So, yeah. And then, of course, we have a whole bunch of schools. We have 5 schools in Australia. That'll be happening so anybody out there in Australia that wants to come play, January and February. We'll be in Australia for 2 months, hitting a bunch of events, and then back in the States again.
So there you go. Check it out. Go get on some broncs.
Yeah, nothing that's going to kill you. Just horses that tend to kick very willingly.
Right. If you're looking for something else to do, I mean, for the women, they can get out there and ride some. You've been training some horses, ride a few jump kickers at the house. Go get on and.
And this is our 10th year anniversary. Believe it or not, 10 years.
It's been a long time.
10 years. Yeah, I saw a picture of us the other day from 10 years ago. So, yeah, it's going to be an exciting season. 10-year anniversary. We got a lot of things. I can't talk about are pretty cool. It's going to happen. It's starting here in probably another month. And big things happening, big things all across the world. Pretty crazy.
There you go. Big things in the women's ranch bronc riding world.
Basically.
Stuff happens.
What about you? So what have you been up to?
I've just been hanging around.
Yeah, hitchhiking.
Broke my hitchhike finger.
You got your towel?
I got a picture of that too. No, I broke it with a strap on. I was putting the strap on the tire to air it up because I had a funnier story than that. Oh, there it is. It's broke right there. I had a funny story. So the weekend before, we just wrapped up the bull riding finals at Mesquite. So luckily I didn't break it before then. I had a kid come out to mow for me. I said, "You know how to drive a tractor?" "Yeah, I can drive a tractor." "You sure?" "Yeah." "Okay." So he goes out and he's mowing. He did good the first day. Next morning he comes out, he gets out and he's mowing again. And then he calls me and he says, "Hey, the tractor's stuck." And I'm like, "How are you stuck?" I mowed around all the pools so he didn't have to get around the water or anything. And "How are you stuck?" And he says, "Well, I'm stuck on a tree." And I'm going, "How are you stuck on a tree?" I said, "You're stuck on the tree." He goes, "Yeah, I can't get off the tree." I said, "Okay." And he goes, "Oh, and by the way, the tire's off the rim."
Wow.
And so I'm like, I got to go see this. So I haul out there to go look, and I'm just like, I don't know. So I got on the tractor. I had to put the bucket down to lift the front tire off where I could move.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the shredder hung up on a thorn tree. I don't know, maybe a 4 or 5 inch thorn tree.
Did it at least pop the PTO on it or no?
Huh?
Did it pop the PTO?
No.
Wow.
And
strong
so,
PTO, huh?
Yeah, so I was like, man, I'm glad you tear anything up. So I got it out. So I think what happened, for one, he's probably playing on his phone. And there's not very many trees out there in the pasture. So how you hit these trees, I don't know. So I think, if I was guessing, he was going too fast, trying to go around those trees and mow. And I think he spun around and hit the tree next to it with the front tire and knocked that tire off and jolted it. Because when I got on the tractor to get it unstuck, it's all the whole seat's covered in the thorn trees. You know, the four thorn trees in a line.
He had shook a bunch of stuff off onto it.
So he was, I think he was maybe ducking the limbs too and hit it. I don't know.
Did you take it out of his pay?
No, I let him finish.
You're so kind.
I let him finish work. But yeah, it was interesting. So the same tire, I guess, was low the other day, and that's when I was putting it back on. Which I've done it 100 times. You put the ratchet strap around the tire.
All right.
And you crank it down.
Yep,
to where
so it expands out. So you put air into it, right?
To where it's, seats to the tire.
Right, okay.
Then you put the air in there, and you take the ratchet strap off. Well, I think I put too much air in the tire. And so when I went to pull the strap off, that thing went boom, the whole tire.
Blew the tire. The tire blew up too?
Well, it popped up.
Oh, when it popped back into place.
Yeah. And when it did, I was like, dang, that hurts.
Next time you'll just do the firecracker stunt, right?
Where you put the spray in there and then light it.
Throw a firecracker on, let it blow up, pop up.
Yeah, I think I'll try that next time. That'll be safer. I think that'll be.
Well, it's not how I thought you hurt your thumb, but I like your way of hurting your thumb a lot better.
Yeah,
I can't say how I thought you hurt your thumb.
Wrong hole.
Cat would be over there buzzing me every time I said what I thought you broke your thumb doing.
Like, but yeah, so yeah, every time I see somebody like, oh, Dally finally got you. Nope, didn't get me.
That was actually my first impression.
Yeah,
I was like, Dally, you're like, nope, higher.
Yeah.
It's like it's still not as cool.
Not a good story. Not a good enough story. So what else is happening? We got how much time we got left before we have our guest? The Texas Viking Festival.
What?
The Texas Viking Festival.
Viking? Where do we get Vikings at? We don't have Vikings in Texas.
There's some Vikings in Texas. It's going to be down by Bastrop. It's the 3 weekends in December. Yeah, December 6 and 7, December 13, 14, and 20 and 21. The Texas Viking Festival, and then some of the cast from the show Vikings will be out there.
What's that on? I think I saw that when I was what do they call it, doom scrolling through, trying to find something to watch.
Yeah. Vikings is pretty good. It's a pretty good series.
The Apple TV. Mm-hmm. I saw that on there.
That's pretty good. We got a trailer for that.
Do we?
check it out.
That's pretty cool. Vikings in Texas.
Vikings, Texas. They're gonna have a big, a lot of events going on. They're gonna have some Viking bands. If that's a thing. Playing music.
Viking bands. No, I remember the was it the Viking dancer dude that was like techno, the techno Viking guy.
Yeah.
He was big on YouTube, right? You're gonna. Okay, it's like, don't make me sound like I'm crazy here because it was the Viking guy. Yeah. And then they did the before and after. It was like the meme picture where he was like all this ripped and he had like
the techno Viking.
Yeah, right. And he was like that. He had his little crowd with him, and they showed him like 10 years later, and he's like dad bod and really out of shape. And, has to stop every few minutes to get a breath of air.
I didn't see the follow-up picture, but
it's not pretty. About. It's kind of like my follow-up picture.
But yes, you can go out in there, and I guess you can camp out if you want to. You go set up a tent, camp out with the Vikings.
I wonder if it's the same place. Do they do that Renaissance Festival out there too? I wonder.
No, it's a different place. It's Valkyrie.
Obviously,
Valkyrie.
Ranch. If it was,
it's like a game preserve.
Really?
Some kind of game preserve down there because they say there's wild deer and stuff that's
almost half of Texas.
So some kind of game preserve, I think.
That's pretty cool, though.
So, we'll have to check it out. Get to go down there and see it.
Well, I'll be going to Austin tomorrow. Maybe swim by there and
Austin. We could go to Austin.
Just go be weird for a little bit.
Austin. I was in Austin. I tried to get ran over by one of those cars and it didn't work.
They stopped.
Yeah.
And you can hold a red, like a stop sign up anywhere, and they'll actually stop for that as well.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Yeah, we went down there.
It was an interesting evening in Austin last year. We'll just say that.
We were down there for, a couple of days. We went down there for some kind of convention deal, and we were walking around town, and I seen those cars with no people in them.
Really? Yeah, I got to go do some scouting. That South by Southwest is coming up.
Oh, yeah?
It'll be here before you know it. So, South by Southwest. Kat knows what I'm talking about. She's over there shaking her head. Oh, yeah. So
she knows. I guess we're still waiting on our guest, or do we have a guest?
I'm kind of impressed. These new cameras. You know how they say the camera adds 15 pounds?
Yeah.
I'm glad I got the new one. You got the old one because I don't look like I gained the 15 pounds, and you sure as heck did.
Oh man, that's what happens. When
y'all give me the good camera. I like it.
Yeah, that's what they did. They gave you the good one. So we'll get some more rodeo stuff. They had the big announcement that kicked off about the reimagined rodeo, or the reimagining, and turned into the premier women's rodeo. So we're gonna find out some more about that because we know a little, but we don't know enough. But somebody that does is Linsay. What is happening?
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
So I guess the WCRA has been there a while, and you've had some events. What the last 4 or 5 years, and then now this reimagining. How did all that come about?
Well, the Women's Rodeo Championships has been around since 2020. It was the brainchild with Sean Gleason and the PBR and Gary McKinney with the WCRA. And they partnered together on the largest all-female rodeo in the world, and 2020 was their first one. So we've had right now about 6, and we've paid out over $4.5 million to female rodeo athletes. With the dismantling of the WCRA later or this summer, the PBR felt that women's rodeo is still something that needed to happen, and they took over full ownership of Women's Rodeo Championship, which a couple weeks ago in November, we came out as the PWR, Premier Women's Rodeo. Obviously, like you said, reimagined, and it's really just a turning of the page in a new chapter. The PBR is its own, kind of beast, and they've done such a great job in telling the stories of the bull riders within the industry, and they want to do the same thing with the female rodeo athletes. So with that, when the PWR came out, Premier Women's Rodeo, it's really just the same thing. We still are an inclusive environment for all female rodeo athletes. We still are the only organization that classifies the ladies by their athletic ability. So we have pro, challenger, and limited competition. So really just allows every woman who has an avenue within the sport, whether it be in the goat tying, the team roping, breakaway roping, or barrel racing, that they have a spot to compete with us.
With the events, so what are the current list of events that you have right now for the women?
Right now we have team roping, equal money on both sides. So we have $750,000 added at our finals, and that's about $183,000 in each discipline. So we have goat tying, breakaway roping, and barrel racing. We do have a goat tying showcase, which this year has been opened up to all goat tiers as long as they're over the age of 13. And then we have a couple tricks up our sleeves coming for our finals in May, from May 12th through the 15th at Cowtown Coliseum. We're going to open some doors that have been closed for female rodeo athletes, but I can't really quite tell you what that is, but you can only use your imagination.
Huh.
There's a lot of imagination that's available there. Well, but besides, so you got, okay, so I can see the breakaway roping, I can see barrel racing, I can see the team roping, obviously, breakaway roping. These are all common things, and we see these at the PRCA rodeos as well, most of them, right? You have the women ropers, all that stuff, but the goat tying. So as soon as we jump out of intercollegiate, how did you make that transition from the intercollegiate side to the pro side, I guess you could say?
Absolutely. I mean, just like the breakaway roping was, once you were done with college, at least in my generation, you were done kind of with your rodeo career as long as you weren't if you weren't a barrel racer. So the goat tying has kind of the same mentality. There's not really an avenue after college goat tying, and so we just saw a need for it. These ladies are athletes. If you've ever watched a goat tying competition in the recent years, these ladies have been clocked getting off horses going 35 miles an hour and tying a goat in less than 5 seconds. So it's never a great thing to put that much into a craft, and then by the time you're 22 years old, 23 years old, that career is over. So we just wanted to go ahead and keep that avenue open and have an opportunity to have, you know, kind of a true world champion of goat tying. You could bring the high school girls competing against college girls, competing against women that maybe are out of college. And so we just wanted to have a showcase. Now it doesn't have the same added money that we do have in the other three kind of main disciplines, but we do have over 10,000 added money for that goat tying.
Okay, and for the ladies that want a shot at these to enter, is it the same portal format as before?
Yeah, so we do still utilize the virtual rodeo qualifier, which is they call the VRQ. And what you can do is go to premierwomensrodeo.com and you would build a profile as an athlete, and we would classify you in the disciplines that you'll be competing in. And then just like when you're in Vegas and you get 2 aces and you split and you double down your money, you would go into the VRQ app and you would nominate the events that you're already going to. So you're not having to go to more added. You know, when we see all of these contestants, there's only so much time that you can go to events across the country. So you can just use those events that you already have scheduled in your schedule, in your calendar, and you just double down your money, you nominate those events, and you accumulate points on the leaderboard for the Premier Women's Rodeo Finals.
Okay. And when they go to events, what is considered a qualifying event? So if a breakaway roper's going to does it have to be a certain event they go to, like jackpots? It
can be any event that's verified with the secretary and their results. So the results need to be sent to the VRQ, and then we can verify the results and that it was a legitimate open event. Mm-hmm. And from there, the team with the VRQ will decipher the money in comparison to points, and then give you points with the money that you've won.
Okay. And I guess
so really, like if you have any cowgirl that's going to her local jackpots or maybe just the amateur rodeos, as long as we can verify the results with the secretary and get those results, that it can be anything that you can nominate. So like I said, the PWR is an inclusive environment for all female rodeo athletes. Doesn't matter if you're at the top or in the middle, or you're a mom and you don't have time to, be on the road 9 months out of the year, and you still want to you have the chance and you have the ability to hold up a $60,000 check at the end of the event, then this is the place for you.
Okay. Could we see any rough stock being added to this?
That's very much a possibility.
Huh. Okay.
I hope it's not bull riding because I'm about bull riding out.
You're bull riding out?
Yeah.
Why?
There's only so many bull riding girls around. If you think about it, there's only like a dozen. So it's really hard when you got a dozen girls running around riding the bucking stock and then the bucking stock. So you got to keep it like more traditional, something like an event that goes back to the early 1900s. Like, was it Bonnie McCarran?
Yeah.
Right? Bronc riding. There you go. We can just put bronc riding on there.
Yeah.
Ranch bronc riding, even make it easier, right? They
Yeah.
can use a stock saddle.
Very, very much a possibility. Just come to the event on May 14th to 15th at Cowtown Coliseum, and you will not be disappointed. How about that?
May 14th, 15th. I think they're actually at a big event that weekend. So, darn it.
So it's going to be at Cowtown.
Yes. Yep. We are in Cowtown. The preliminary rounds are May 12th and 13th, and then we do have our semifinals round. We do award our world champions, the ladies that win the world title throughout the year, $5,000 cash bonuses and $20,000 to our all-around champion, and that will be on the 14th. And then our finals, our big finale, will be on the 15th.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question on this. So, are you guys running in like the same format or the same as the WCRA used to run, where they'd have a PBR event one day and then, or they would have the rodeo one day and then the following 2 days they'd have the PBR? Will you guys be doing those standalone events for the PWR now, or is it the PWR just doing all these, their pick an event and then a couple of y'all's big rodeos like the Kimes Ranch $1 Million Breakaway Roping and stuff?
Yeah, we do have great producers that we work with throughout the country, and we have what we call a qualifier series events. And what that does is it allows ladies to get qualified, kind of if you win that event, straight shot to Premier Women's Rodeo Championship. And so with that, throughout the country, we have those qualifier series. For this event, we will have Cowtown Coliseum that entire week. The PBR World Finals is the weekend before, and then they are the weekend after. They're in Dickey's Arena that next weekend, but this event right here will be that whole week of women's rodeo.
Okay. So the PWR will be standalone. Its own big finals. So it should be a good show. Should be some good watching.
Yeah. Like I said, we've awarded over $4.5 million to female rodeo athletes in the last 5 years. And we're just looking to make everything bigger and better for the female rodeo contestants across the country.
Okay. All right. Well, Linsay, we appreciate you visiting with us. So if anybody's any ladies out there looking to join up or more information, they just go to premierwomen'srodeo.com. Get signed up and enter up and get after it.
Absolutely. 750,000 added. It's kind of a big deal.
That's a good chunk. All right, Linsay, I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you guys for having me.
Thank you. So, ladies, jump on that deal. Premier Women's Rodeo, get entered up, qualified, then enter up, and go get some money.
750,000 added. Oh, I should have asked her if they had insurance, because if you're bringing goat tying back in, bailing off a horse at 35 miles an hour as a 40-year-old woman,
I don't think the 40-year-old woman will be done.
There has to be a shelf life.
Yeah, it's probably mostly be the. They said 13, so you're probably going to have your high school kids,
over 13,
kids,
right?
Yeah. So it's probably going to be your high school kids and your college kids. Because I don't see.
I'm not saying that a 40-year woman couldn't do it, because they could probably whip up on some of these little kids. But let's just be honest. The older that we get, and I'm over 40, hell, I'm over 50 now. I don't bounce like I used to. And if you sit and just YouTube the videos of goat tying wrecks,
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, that brings a whole new meaning to the word bounce. I can't. It hurts.
Yeah.
I hurt watching those videos.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it'd be really interesting. I think it's pretty cool that they got that much money, but yeah, they still need to bring bull riding back. They should go ahead and pull it over bronc riding. We need to call somebody over there.
Well, she was just there. She was just there. That's
Well, it scared me. She had that wink in her eye, like, yeah, we got something coming. It's like, not the bronc riding, because I got them all.
They got some plan. Imagine, I don't know. Probably if I'm thinking what she's getting at, which maybe not. I don't know, because they got Jordan Halverson over there with the PBR as one of the coaches. Maybe they're gonna try to pull some of those girls.
Well, they could,
But
she's amazing. She's amazing. I know it's awesome, and she had a really good thing going on there with a bunch of girls. And you got the twins. I don't know the twins very well. Athena, she rides from Mexico. Yeah. She's by California. Athena actually rode at the World Finals this year for us as team. She represented Team Mexico this year. And I'm sure her group of girls down in Mexico will be representing them again. I just don't think there's a lot, and Halverson's done a great job promoting it, and she has her TV series out on Netflix. Mm-hmm. I think, is it Netflix? I think it's Hulu. She has her Not My First Rodeo, or It's My Second Rodeo, or something like that.
Cut me out of that thing.
I'm not going to say nothing about what happened in Durango, but yeah, I kind of got cut out too. Anyways, but I don't think the base is not there for women. There's probably when I was saying there's like a dozen, I was being serious. There's like a dozen girls that, and I shouldn't call them, they're not girls. There's a dozen women that are competing, and I know it's trying to grow, but if you're going to jump into a sport, let's jump into a sport where it's more readily available. You can get it done, and it's already established, right? Yeah. Bronc riding, it's done, it's established. Now, 10 years ago, you couldn't go to an event that had women's bronc riding in it. It just couldn't. Yeah. You go this year, now, 10 years later, you can go everywhere, and almost everywhere you go, they have a women's bronc riding in it now. Mm-hmm. Not saying that I had anything to do with that, but I did. But
it's Daryl's fault. It's Daryl's fault.
It's my fault. Because,
my
banker keeps telling me.
Okay, so the women weren't there this year at the finals. So last year at the finals of Mesquite, I worked the finals last year too. And that's where they filmed over there, when they filmed the women's finals over there. Uh-huh. Nobody rode.
Was it because of the stock, just 2 rank, or just?
Well, no, it was a bunch of steers, like roping steers. But nobody rode.
I've seen some ride some rank.
Yeah, I've seen
bulls.
Some good rides.
I've seen them ride some rank, so I'm not saying
the ones that ran through there, was. Of course, Jordan didn't ride it because she was still healing. Her leg was still healing, so she didn't ride at all.
Right.
But all the girls that they showed up there. Nope.
It's a niche, right? Yeah. It's a niche, and I think if you're going to get something, it's a bit more broadened and stuff.
Something more established. It's something more established.
Yeah.
You've got a
pot of girls that are ready to go. Let's go back. So women's bull riding was very, very popular in the 80s.
Yeah.
70s, 80s, and even into the early 90s. Heck, my cousin Robin was one of the top bull riders, Robin McElroy. She was a bad cat, too, back in the late 80s and 90s. And then it just kind of died off, right? And same thing with women bareback riders. They were blowing and going. They were even part of the women's professional? Was it the WPRA back when they used to have rough stock?
Yeah.
Back in the 80s. That was a big deal. And then it just kind of went away.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get it pushed back in there.
Time to bring it back. Time to bring it back. Put them back in there.
I'd help.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. You gotta get it done. You got the Bronx.
I'm not saying anything about what I have because there might be somebody listening, and I might get in trouble.
He's got goats. What I heard is you're starting to goat roping.
I can't rope a goat. I used to be able to rope a goat. Hell, I can't even rope a chair now. What are you talking about?
Golly.
Cat could probably out-rope me.
Oh, what? No.
Yep. There you go. See?
No, definitely not.
She's a little twine twirler over there.
Right.
Twining with my hair.
She's slinging twine. Slinging twine. All right, let's twing. Let's twing. Let's sling some twine over here with a little tune from Tiona Campbell. Let's see what this video is we're going to debut for her called, I think it's called Giddy Up.
That's appropriate.
For you and me, time rolls true. What we can achieve, that time has got it in in style. Get on board and make this life worthwhile. The road ahead is not an audition. 'Cause if isn't word for those who have no ambition. Yeah, yeah, giddy up, giddy up. Take the reins ahead for the horizon. Yeah, yeah, giddy up, giddy up. Following our dreams from the stars above. Let's ride the dusty trails to where the pine is gone. Trail blazing towards the land unknown. In this life, you'll walk many dusty roads. Just know our hearts can carry many loads. Yeah, yeah, giddy up, giddy up. Take the reins ahead for the horizon. Yeah, yeah, giddy up, giddy up. Following our dreams from the stars above. No one is gonna get in our way. 'Cause our faith will carry us the right way. No one is gonna get in our way. 'Cause our faith will carry us the right way. Yeah, yeah, giddy up, giddy up. Take the reins ahead for the horizon. Yeah, yeah, giddy up, giddy up. Following our dreams from the stars above. Giddy up when you're not feeling strong. When you go for it, you never go wrong.
Man, that's an amazing song. I like that.
Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff right there.
And she's
Pretty
not
good.
bad to look at.
Pretty good. She was
Glad my wife's not watching.
she was here or not here. She was zoomed in a couple of weeks ago. Went and shot a new music video and sent it to us.
Well, I like that.
So I'm going to tell the people, everybody that's screaming about add breakaway to the NFR, this is your time to shine. December 22nd, 23rd, be at Cowtown Coliseum and pack the house for both days. Show up and show out. Because if you're wanting to promote it, you want to push it, and get it added, you got to show there's a fan base.
And always Texas comes to the rescue, right? We had the NFR 2020.
Yep.
Vegas couldn't do it because of some little outbreak.
Corona time.
Yeah, Texas jumped up there, did it.
Yep.
Again, another little outbreak.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the saying? Didn't know herpes was such a bad thing until it's horses. So
Yeah.
really an outbreak in a barrel race.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
seen that. I saw that, but because it happened at the barrel race in Waco. I seen that post somebody put. A lot of people got mad about it, but I was like, it's funny.
It is funny,
It's
actually.
pretty funny. Like, yeah, herpes outbreak at a barrel race. It's fine until it's a horse.
But just think of all. So you actually have all the world champions here. You're gonna have all the best and the best here. Usually they're in Vegas. They'll be here. You can be up close, personal. It's not so far away like at the Thomas and Mack. You're gonna be right down the arena next to them. I think it'd be great. And half the girls there are from Texas, so they're probably loving it too.
Yeah, I have to haul up. Yeah, because I didn't touch too much on the EHV stuff because it's. I mean, by the time once this hits syndication in a month or two from now, it's gonna be irrelevant.
It'll be done.
So there's no point talking about it. But they did. I guess Nevada, you still gotta have a permit to get in,
Right.
and then they changed your health certificate from your regular one's 30-day to it's got to be a 7-day.
Yeah, it was 7 days, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they can go up there and spray
And they got to do all the biometrics.
Clorox or whatever they want to spray on them.
Right. They're doing all the biometrics. They're doing the temperature test twice a day. But like you said, time the outbreak happened and the time we get to NFR, it's going to be.
The ones that's got it's got it. The ones that don't.
Yeah, you know. And then a bunch of these guys, they were keeping all their good horses at home anyways. And they were legging up all their backup horses. So the worst comes to worst, they're leaving their backup horses home, right?
Yeah.
They're taking their good stuff to the arena.
Yeah, because that's why I was talking about it somebody the other day, and I was like, yeah, so most of the people that are going to be at the NFR, they're not out hauling anyway. They're at home practicing, getting ready to go. So.
Which is kind of upsetting because so they canceled all kinds of stuff during the NFR. They canceled all the bucking horse sales, the junior NFR, the
Did they cancel the World Series team roping, or they still have that?
no. See, that's
Why are they having that?
that's the funny thing. So you cancel a junior NFR because there's going to be horses there, and then you cancel the breakaway roping because of the horses there. And you cancel the bucking horse sale because there's going to be horses there. But let's go ahead and bring in 15,000 team ropers to rope over 12 days. That makes no sense.
That doesn't make sense at all. It's got to be a money. It's got to be a money trail somewhere.
And it reminds me like back when COVID hit, right? They Cheyenne Frontier Days. They canceled Cheyenne Frontier Days in 2020. And in replacement of no Cheyenne, because they said they couldn't have a gathering and all that stuff, they had one of these huge team ropings that lasted 4 days instead. So I just don't. There's a conspiracy with team roping. I guarantee it.
Golly, them team ropers.
I think it's the beer sales. That's just my personal
It's got to
opinion.
be something. Got to be something about them. Something about them team ropers. One of these days I'll go to a team roping. You know, it's funny that I broke this because I've got my little saddle horse. I think he's a pretty little hill horse, and I was going to haul him Sunday to the church roping, get some videos on him so I could sell him. And then the virus broke out, and the thumb broke.
You just need to learn how to rope right-handed.
Well, I can, but not as good.
Well, you're not selling your ability; you're selling the horse's ability.
Well, I gotta make it look right.
As long as he gets you there, you're
Yeah,
like,
he's-
now just imagine me putting a rope on him. Then
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah, so look, he's right there, and if the rope's there, now look, he'll stop.
or you can just get you a smaller horse.
Well, he's a small horse. He's a little cutter reject. He served his purpose. I needed him for a backup. He worked for a backup, but I've got my blue horse, my blue colt that I'm pushing now, so I need to get rid of the other one, my backup pony, because everyone needs him right now. So that's where I'm at.
Well, I don't even have a backup pony.
So thumbs up to everyone.
And I'm surprised you don't have your towel. Yeah, he's not even carrying his towel. What kind of hitchhiker is he? That's a selective few joke. If you get it, if you know, what's that? If you know, you know.
Where's your axe?
My who what?
Your axe. You remember back a few years ago there was the hitchhiker with the axe?
Oh, yeah.
The smash,
Oh, I did pick up.
smash.
I did pick up an axe at the junk sale the other day.
Oh, I
Not
was
the body
just
spray,
kidding.
right?
No, the actual axe. No spray.
No spray.
I was
No
just
spray.
joking.
No
Don't
spray.
admit that. Don't admit that.
You got the spray?
No, no. Should I? Do I stink?
Can't tell.
Well, it's not scratch and sniff TV, so we're all right.
Yeah, you'll make it. You'll make it. What else we got to get to? We got a few things. We talked about NFR. We talked about the the breakaway moving. Marshals. You know what? I think we'll save Marshals for another day. But we do have the Abandons that is coming out in December.
What's the Abandons?
The Abandons. Everybody's jumping on the Western train.
We are at a crossroads, Fiona. My pursuit of your land is not greed. It is survival.
Trouble, oh, trouble, what these eyes have seen.
Angel's Ridge is expanding more rapidly than anyone could have imagined.
The Ben acid. Their tyranny's getting worse.
You continue to turn down my generous offers.
My family are 5 abandoned souls, now kin. God gave us this home. Only God can take it away.
I knew I was getting a sermon I would have worn my Sunday finery. Cooperate and guarantee your safety.
You make extortion sound like progress, Constance.
Hell is coming. Mrs. Van Ness has a godless soul.
Find me something that burns.
You are putting us at risk.
We don't stand together. She'll take everything.
This flirtation, it ends badly. For everyone.
This place was meant to be my peace. This is my home. I would kill for this family.
Check it out. Check it out. Watch it.
That looks like an interesting. I wonder where all that was filmed at.
I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I don't think it was around here.
You sure? I could have swore those buttes in the background were, like out by Frisco or something.
Could be. It could be. I know
The snow on the mountains, definitely.
It could be. Over there by Panther Island over there in Fort Worth, before you go to Stockyard, there's a big old open thing. And that's where we shot some of the carnival scenes for Yellowstone. It's supposed to be in Montana. They use a big screen. The mountains stuff in the background. It's over there by the train tracks. Just like,
I forgot you were a big TV star.
There's another show. There's another one of his shows that I'm in, but I can't mention it yet because it hasn't come out yet. And he's heard him come out. Because I'm curious to see how that worked out. We got any funny stories?
Reindeer escaped Christmas event in England.
What? How'd that even happen? Reindeer?
Yeah, one of Santa's reindeers escaped from the Christmas event in England, sparking a search and rescue operation involving police, Coast Guards, and the Royal Marines.
They had to call in the Royal Marines to catch a reindeer?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is on the loose.
Hey, now, that's I wonder what kind of tag you have to get for that one.
Yeah, I don't know. This is got a halter on.
The Southport Offshore Rescue Trust said on social media that the reindeer escaped Saturday from an event in Formby. Merseyside police tackled the reindeer's movement, tracked his reindeer's movement through an area, but lost track of the animal as night fell. You figure they'd put a GPS on any kind of animals that they actually were using for a show. Just saying, air tags, they're pretty cheap. You get 3 for $70.
There you go, GPS.
A rescue trust lifeboat team joined the search along with HM Coast Guard, Southport, and HM Coast Guard Crosby team. A lifeboat team was able to use thermal binoculars to locate the reindeer on Formby Beach.
On the beach.
On the beach. Although captured proved difficult, the team successfully shepherded the ammo onto the sand dunes at Arctic Cliff Rifle Range. Well, he was in the area to get shot at least. where the police drone maintained watch, the Post said. The Reindeer eventually settled, allowed a vet supported by the Royal Marines to safely secure it.
Oh, he tranked that sucker.
That's what I was going to say. If
got tranked.
They got a vet over there. Yeah. Well, it's like they don't really let guns over there. So what did they do? Use a blowgun?
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
That's what you got to do. Yeah, so he left. He was done with the North Pole. He went to the beach.
I don't know about you. I've been to England in December and January. Oh. That's cold.
That's why we go in June. Every time we go, it's June.
It's still beautiful, though.
Yeah, it's cold to me, but it
was cold. Yeah, grass is green, but yeah, ice everywhere. It wasn't fun.
That sounds terrible. I don't like cold weather. It's too cold right now. So this was interesting because I always find it comical when I see a headline like this about a horse in New Jersey, because I don't think of New Jersey as a place with horses.
Because you're always thinking of the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Is there horses in New Jersey?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Well, the police in New Jersey engaged in a hoof chase with a runaway horse that went trotting through Monroe Township neighborhood. So the police said they spotted the horse in the Hunter Woods neighborhood. Police officer attempted to chase the equine on foot, but instead officially confirmed what science has suspected for years. He cannot outrun a horse.
So, you want a little bit of a little tidbit of information there. So on the PBR, when we were doing Madison Square Garden, you were not allowed to keep any of the stock in New York. So we had to keep everything was set up to be kept in New Jersey, and you'd have to ship it in and out, back and forth. That was a logistics nightmare. That's one of the reasons why we end up pulling the plug on the deal. Aha. But there's a lot of, and same thing in New York. There's a lot of polo, hunter jumpers, a lot of that, especially upstate New York, where it's very beautiful and open trees. And
yeah, because every time I think of New York, I just think of Crocodile Dundee walking around out there.
Scary, right? Yeah. But actually, in New Jersey, there's a rodeo.
Oh, yeah?
There's a championship rodeo in New Jersey, yeah. They do an awesome job. They're kind of like the Fort Worth Stockyards, but it's PRCA, and they run during the summer months. Huh. A lot of guys stop through there.
Interesting information.
See there? I'm just a plethora of information.
Dropping
like
information.
Big word there, Cat.
Dropping information.
Just call me El Guapo. El Guapo.
El Google?
El Guapo.
Oh, so what happened to the short horse? We got a short horse.
A therapy horse living in Germany.
A German horse.
You're not your typical German, I guess, right? Was dubbed the shortest living horse by Guinness Book of World Records, standing at 21.1 inches tall. So he's not even 2 foot tall.
Not even 2 feet.
Look at him. He's as round as he is tall. Cute little thing.
So his height was verified by Guinness.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it was a
trained therapy horse?
Yes, it's a trained therapy horse. At 5 months old, it was only 18 inches tall, so it's grew up a little bit since then. Carlo said she drove over there, looked at him, and she was truly shocked. She'd never seen a horse so small in her life. She told Guinness World. Now she has a 21-inch pony.
That's a tiny little.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted a bulldog, that would be the one to bulldog off of.
Yeah, that'd be the one, boy. You wouldn't bump nothing when you hit the ground. You just slide right along.
He's a very loving character. He's incredibly good with children, and he loves being scratched and cuddled.
Dude, you just pick him up, take him with you.
He loves being the center of attention. I would assume so. He's just a little thing. But you know what? Ponies are actually the devil's toy. They are vicious little animals. Yes. They are ornery. And nothing worse than a pony is a jumping pony.
Jumping pony?
Them little jumping ponies?
Yeah.
They are evil. Evil.
Spawn of the devil, they say.
Yes, they are.
Speaking of the devil, can you outride the devil? Can you outride the devil? I thought I had a story about outriding the devil. This devil goes deep into the roots of rodeo and Western heritage. It's an inspirational story of Rodeo Hall of Famer Angela Ganter and her daughter Jackie. So let's see what it's talking about.
Angela Ganter is true grit.
The story of Angela Ganter embodies the cowgirl way of life.
For Angela to battle through what she has, that's absolutely amazing.
This is one of the great untold Western stories.
I don't feel like Western heritage is made. I feel like it's bred into you. Luckily for me, I got to inherit a legacy.
Welcome to the United States of America, Quanah Parker.
So everything you see here is the same thing that Billy the Kid saw way back in the old days.
It's something that's born in you.
I was in junior high when we found out about Mom's breast cancer.
Had to start taking, they call the red devil. I never looked in the mirror for 8 years. I was never gonna see sickness. I was never gonna see death. I was never gonna let myself think that I wasn't gonna live. The love of the life, it never goes away. Due to the cancer circumstances, I'd lost the ability to ride.
Turn it on, let her roll, boys.
Cowboys come from every shape and color from all over the world.
It's always been a part of who we are in Indian country. There wasn't just Jackson Sundown.
Everything about rodeo is wild. Gamble on yourself, your health, everything. You're getting on the back of something that could kill you. It's like jumping out of an airplane.
When my mom started running barrels again, Bugs took her to 6 pro rodeo wins. They made their first Canadian National Finals rodeo. You have to get back to the NFR. This is the NFR.
It don't get no bigger than this.
It is a lot of pressure. It is our Super Bowl. It's the honor of a lifetime. It makes the NFR a little further out of reach.
Your fight and your will to live is what's gonna keep you here. You have to find that person, you have to find that thing that makes you wanna fight harder for anything beyond you. And that was my daughter.
So, check that out. That's some good entertainment right there. Check out the story, Outride the Devil. Catch it probably on the digital. Most stuff's digital nowadays anyway.
It's all digital
It's
nowadays.
all digital. They got more shows coming out. There's some more shows. We got another show for you, I guess you can check out right quick. Another part of the Yellowstone trilogy. What do you want to call it? Trilogies.
Is it actually a trilogy or is it a spinoff?
Spinoffs, whatever you want to call it. Spinoff. Well, the Beth and Rip one is still filming right now. I think they just wrapped it up. They spent a lot of time in Cleveland filming over there.
Really?
It's called Rio Palo or something like that.
Rio Palo.
That's a weird name, yeah.
At least
Palo or something.
You figure he'd be more, yeah.
That's the Beth and Rip spinoff's coming up. But this is another spinoff that's coming up with some of your same characters from the Yellowstone, and it's going to be called Marshals. So see if you want to watch this.
I fought every day to get out from under the weight of the Yellowstone. I've lost my teammates, my parents, even my brothers. I know that sometimes good men have to do bad things. But I'm trying to find a new beginning.
Casey, need my marshals.
This'll be fun.
Try not to slow us down, Cowboy.
Gangs. Cartels, race warriors. They look like God's country to you. But the devil's running free out there, man.
Duttons are all born with a killer instinct. But you're not a killer, Casey. You're a protector.
Watch it or not. That is up to you.
Like that Marshall CBS is kind of like the NCI.
NCIS.
Right? So it's like Marshall, Texas, and then Marshall, whatever. I can just see them doing all different ones now.
Marshall Falk.
You never know.
Marshall. Oh, speaking of that reminds me of football. Did you? Somebody was saying the other day that Dallas beat both Super Bowl teams.
Yes, within
like a couple of days.
4 days.
Yeah, pretty good, I guess.
You got to admit, they just whooped up on Mahomes. So, I actually kind of sat there in a turkey coma and watched it. I was actually impressed. So
pretty good. So maybe they'll do something.
I doubt it. We're going to get to playoffs, and they're going to choke like always.
They're going to Romo it.
Yeah. And did you listen to Romo's broadcasting?
Yeah.
Okay. If you didn't see the picture of him, you would have thought Romo was like a 350-pound man. He just sounded horrible. So some people just, you hear the voice and go, yeah, he used to date Jessica Simpson. I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah, it was all right little extravaganza.
Yeah.
Because I watched it. I think if that's the game that I watched up to like halftime, was it still tied or something? Or not tied?
They kept going back and forth.
And then, or maybe it was the game before. I don't know. But one of them, maybe I was watching, and I was like, turned it off. I was like, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Turned it off, watched a few more shows, turned it back on, finished it. I was like, they won.
I was watching in between playing video games on my phone. I'm like a little kid, just get a little game over there, Candy Crush. It does it to you.
Games on your phone, man.
You act like it's a bad thing.
Yeah. I don't play nothing on my phone. I can't even use my phone. I can't even text. I can't text on my phone. I can't do anything on my phone with this thumb. It's terrible. Can't do nothing.
Can't even pick your nose. Well, you would pick your nose with your thumb anyways.
Try to put your pants on. Try to button your pants. And
I was going to say something else, but yeah, we'll go with button your pants.
Yeah, I mean, how's that working out for you? Terrible. All right, so check it out. Look up the women's
Ranch Bronc Championships.
Google that. Look it up. Check it out, and go find the schedule. See what part of the country you're in, and go check it out. Watch it live and in person.
Yep.
At a arena near you. Other than that, I got to go. You can go to the website and scroll around. We got some stuff on there. I forgot to talk about Ranahan brand, their new hoodie that I got the other day. I'll do that next time. But anyway, there's links on there for all kind of stuff you need to buy. Christmas coming up. Go buy some stuff and give it to someone. Other than that, we got to go.
See ya.